Hi, I'm Tanya Gabrielle, your wealth astronumerologist, and I'm really excited to share the powerful forecast for July with you. Wait until you see the lineup of codes this month. It's really quite extraordinary. Now, as you know, here in the US, we celebrate Independence Day on July 4th. And this month, that number 4 really figures greatly because July 2013 is a 13 universal month, and 13 adds up to 4. 1 plus 3 is 4. Now, the numbers 4 and 8 have a very special and magnetic connection to each other, and this month, both of these numbers are triggered nearly every step of the way. As you may know from my newsletter, numbers 4 and 8 naturally attract each other. So people who have 4s and 8s are destined to hang out with each other. For example, if you're born on a day that reduces to the number 4, such as the 13th or 22nd, in any month, or your full birthday number called life purpose adds up to 8, or 4, such as 17 or 26, then you'll automatically be attracted to people in your life who also have 4s and 8s in their birthdays and their current names. It's just a fact. They have a magnetic, fateful attraction. Now, look at how these two numbers trigger each other throughout July. Our first important astronumerology event occurs on July 8th. Then we have another on July 13th, which is a 4 universal day. This is followed by the next event on July 17th, and 17 reduces to 8. And if that's not enough, the final astronumerology event, which is really important, occurs on July 22nd, which is both a 4 universal day and an 8 universal day. Now don't worry, I'm going to explain it all in a moment. I just wanted you to see, the lineup, because when numbers trigger each other like the 4s and 8s do this month, it really does leave an impression. And in this case, destined events are bound to happen. Since July is a 13 universal month and 13 adds up to the number 4, and it's joining up with lots of important other 4 and 8 days, right, within the month, it's going to be a really good time for you to get grounded and to manifest. That's because the number 4 represents architecture and building a firm foundation brick by brick from the ground up. So it tends to attract projects that require lots of discipline and focus and great attention to detail. And the number 8, which is also in the manifestation triad in numerology, is about strength and leadership. So 8 even looks like the infinity sign, and it represents eternal life and plenty, as in money. 13 for July is all about transformation, so you might be surprised by some unexpected events this month. Now in July, you're learning to always go within for your strength. Find your power source inside of you, and you're going to be amazed at the inner resources you naturally have this month. You are a powerful manifester, and you're being given opportunities now to elevate your life by using the internal power you have. Keep in mind that when these numbers 4 and 8 come together in this way, it usually means karmic issues and events are being addressed and resolved. As long as you're honest and open, so you can acknowledge and clear any lingering issues, you're going to be fine. And although you might experience unforeseen events around you, in July you really are given the balance and strength to stay grounded and calm. Now remember, we're in a 6th universal year of abundance and love, so the numerology code this month really favors paying attention to projects that expand your prosperity. You will feel more balanced this month than in June, by the way. So take advantage of the natural strength you have without becoming stuck in the rigidness of the number 4 or stubborn, okay? So any blockages that you may feel as you activate your goals this month will get in the way of you moving forward, and you don't want to do that. You want to be proactive with your goals right now. On July 8th, we have the first double astronumerology event. Saturn moves direct that day, meaning Saturn moves forward again. And amazingly, the degree that Saturn pivots from backwards to forwards is 4 degrees in Scorpio. 4 degrees is, or 4 is the number of grounding, as you know. And by using discipline, work, and attending to home-related matters, Saturn, which is also the planet of discipline and learning, it's a serious planet, planet of karma, as some astrologers say. Saturn's the teacher of discipline. So we really have a triple magnification of the number 4 on this powerful 8 universal day. And on that same day, July 8th, the Cancer new moon occurs. This new moon forms a challenging aspect to the Uranus-Pluto square. Notice that a square is represented by the number 4 in numerology because it has 4 sides. So during this event, there's several fast-moving planets lining up to join the sun and the moon, and they're all forming an opposition to Pluto and a challenging square to Uranus. Basically what that means is that issues which came up for you in May when Uranus and Pluto first came together again, they're being addressed and resolved now. And for some of you, that may mean going deeply into your feelings and releasing what needs to be purged. Any event in the sign of Cancer is going to be emotional. Cancer is ruled by the moon, and any moon event will trigger that even more. And this moon event occurs at 16 degrees, and 16 is about transformation, similar to the number 13. Right? So the number 16 signifies sudden and unexpected transformation, which is fueled by lightning quick insights. So remember, having these 5 planets, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Jupiter, and Mars, join together to oppose Pluto and square Uranus during the new moon is going to bring a lot of transformation and breakthroughs. Really, you're going to feel everything these planets symbolize, which is evolution and revolution. And that energy is going to be really ramped up even more at this time. Now, fortunately, we have some wonderful calming energy happening throughout the summer, and you'll be able to tap into it at any time. Jupiter in Cancer is forming a grand water trine with Saturn in Scorpio and Neptune in Pisces. It's a beautiful summer-long event I talked about in my last video in June, and it helps alleviate any tension that Uranus and Pluto are creating. So this water trine is asking you to nurture yourself and to nurture others. Start with you, go to a massage, go to a spa, nourish your mind, body, and spirit, take a calming vacation. Water is about your feelings and desires and deep emotional connections, and so you'll want to really treasure your intuition. It's really strong right now. The planet Mars enters Cancer on July 13th, which is another 4 universal day. This is a really great time for your drive to be fueled by your imagination and feelings. In other words, translate your intuitive hunches into action this month. And this will actually go along until August 28th. Then Uranus goes retrograde on July 17th. And this is interesting because 17 is an 8 universal day of power. And of course, it continues that 4 and 8 theme that I mentioned. Now, Uranus symbolizes the future and innovation and breakthroughs and genius. So that energy is going to be reviewed as it goes retrograde, right? And it's going to be tracking backwards. So you're being asked to revisit and cement plans that you had that you may have left behind. And these plans will leave a lasting legacy because the number 17 is about leaving a legacy behind. And 17 reduces to 8 as well. So, you know, we have this wonderful Uranus energy balanced by the number 8 of eternity and that grand water trine, which is so imaginative. It's really, really building throughout the month. And then on the 20th, Mercury moves direct again. So by this time, all communication will be back on track. So that will be helpful as well. Okay, we've reached the final powerful event, and that is July 22nd, when the full moon happens on a 22 day, which reduces to 4. And 22 numerology is a master number, and it means building a foundation of peace through honest communication. This full moon in Aquarius occurs at the exact same moment that the sun enters Leo after being in Cancer. So the sun will be at 0 degrees, and Leo is the sign that it rules. Now 0 looks like the sun, right? It's a circle. So that you literally, your inner light is being powered up by this full moon. And the divinity of the 0, the never-ending 0, is amazingly powerful. Now Saturn is forming a T-square with this full moon in Aquarius and the sun in Leo, okay? Now these planets are all going to be in fixed signs at that point, so tempers may flare a little bit because some of your blind spots are being revealed at the same time that you're feeling fired up about staying fixed. So that's going to be an interesting combination there, because you see Saturn's in Scorpio, so hidden issues are going to be revealed. And this might lead to some late July fireworks during the full moon, so just be aware of that. What you can do is just take the high road when it comes to power struggles with others or within yourself, really from the full moon until the end of the month. And remind yourself not to dissipate that tremendous light within you, your inner power. Don't give it away by reacting with your ego. You have the balance and the steady hand of 2 manifestation numbers, 4 and 8, to help you stay calm and grounded and balanced in July. And also that nourishing, nurturing water trine to tune into at any time. So, by the way, during the full moon, that water trine is being strengthened by Mars, because Mars becomes conjunct with Jupiter. That means it joins Jupiter in the same place in the heavens. So Mars brings a fabulous energy and activation of this grand trine right at the moment of that full moon. And this is going to give you even more drive to activate your imagination and go for it. So as you can see, these Astro-Numerology alignments are all helping you to make the most of this powerful full moon during July's transformative 13 universal month. Keep focused steadily on your goals this month. Get down to the nuts and bolts of whatever you're pursuing, building, or working on. And this is both in your personal and professional life. If you do this, prosperity will undoubtedly follow. So make sure you plan things step by step, stay on top of all the details, and remember that Mercury's retrograde until July 20th, right? So you'll want to cross all T's and dot all I's. You'll be really happy you did so once it's August, and I'll explain next month. Now, throughout July, you can get further insights in my free e-newsletter. Sign up on my website, tanyagabrielle.com, and you'll receive my free ebook, Names, Numbers, and Destinies, as a thank you gift. So have a fun and fabulous July, and I'll see you in August 2013.